Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Mckayla, and today's video is going to be my 25-week update. So first I'm going to start with what the baby is looking like so far, which he is the size of a Napa cabbage / cauliflower. And he is about 13.5 inches and about 1.46 pounds. He is pedaling his feet to mimic walking, grasping everything that comes his way, and he is sucking his thumb. So he's becoming a lot more aware of his surroundings and what he's doing with his own body. So the next I'm going to talk about is some expectations with my body, what to be expecting in my 25 weeks, which is constipation, hemorrhoids, gas and bloating, heartburn, all over aches and pains, and trouble sleeping. Most of these I have already had, so I know how to deal with them and what works best for me. So I'm going to go right into symptoms, and you'll hear some of those that I've already experienced. So the first symptom that I have been noticing the most is my nipples have been leaking. It's not to the point where it's like seeping my shirt and, you know, it's over excessive. It's mostly just little dots, I guess you can call it. It's not too much leakage to the point where I need to put little pads on or toilet paper in my bra, like my sports bra or anything like that. But it does leak through my shirt, and it does leave a stain sometimes. So it is getting more excessive, and it is happening more often. A lot of the time I can tell when I do leak because I can feel like my shirt's wet, and I can actually see it on my shirt. So now I can tell that I'm definitely leaking. The next thing is back pain, which I've dealt with my whole pregnancy, so this is nothing new. It's calmed down a little bit now. It's more whenever I'm laying down trying to sleep, my back will start hurting. So I noticed that, and it's not too bad. It's mostly in my lower back, and Caelan will massage it for me if he's over and it happens. So that's not really something big that I have a lot of problem with. I know how to deal with it, and it doesn't really bother me anymore. I mean, I'm going to get aches and pains, so I'm just kind of getting used to it as it keeps happening. The next thing is I'm tired all the time. Now this I have had my whole pregnancy, but it's not something that's easily adjustable. Like, I'm tired all the time. I get frustrated because I'm tired, and it really just gets in the way of a lot of things. So I'll be at school and I'll just start to get really tired, and I'll almost fall asleep in class, which is not good, and that's what I mean by it's not adjustable. I can't, just take naps whenever I want through the day and feel better after I wake up and well rested. I do go to bed every night really early, and I get a lot of sleep, so I do try to prevent getting too tired during the day, but a lot of the time I do get super tired. The next thing is I'm hungry all the time. So I eat constantly. I try to eat as healthy as I can whenever I am hungry. I mostly just want like pasta and things like that, and fruit. That's another thing I've been craving, but I am hungry all the time. So that's something I have been noticing. I've been way more hungry than I have been throughout my pregnancy. The next thing is I have been experiencing constipation, which I have experienced a lot through my pregnancy. So it's either I go whenever I have to go, or I won't go for a few days. I noticed this at like the beginning of my 24 weeks, and it just continues to happen. So I do try to go as soon as I have to, but in school you can't always get up in class and just go to the bathroom. So that is another thing that I have been noticing is constipation. And I posted something on Twitter actually where I thought I was having Braxton Hicks, but really it was constipation cramps. So that just goes to show how bad it was one day, and so that's another thing that's been going on. And then I have been experiencing him way up in my ribs. I get a lot of kicks to the ribs. There's always something in my ribs, and this is super painful because I don't know how to explain the feeling. Like, it just hurts and it's tingling. It has like a tingling feeling to it, and he just stays in my ribs. I can't slouch over when I'm writing because he'll be right up in my ribs. I can't lay on my left side because he goes straight to my ribs. So that's another problem I've run into, and it's a super painful problem that I can't prevent because he is inside my stomach and he is going to go where is most comfortable. So that's something that I have noticed that's been going on that is super annoying and painful. The next thing is I am peeing way more. So by this I mean I'll be watching TV and I won't have to pee, and then all of a sudden I'll get up to go grab a drink or something to eat, and all of a sudden I have to pee super bad and it actually hurts. So I noticed that this was happening. I noticed that it hurts sometimes if I have to hold my pee, like again, I'm in school. So if I'm in class and I have to hold my pee, it tends to hurt really, really bad. And then whenever I get up to walk to go to the restroom, I honestly feel like I'm gonna pee my pants. So I noticed that's something that is new. I haven't had that in any of, like, in the past from my pregnancy. So that is super new. It's probably because he is getting bigger and he will be pushing more on my bladder. But I noticed that that's happening, and I learned not to hold my pee because that just hurts so bad. And the last thing that I have been experiencing is hot flashes. Now by this I don't mean like a hot flash that'll last for maybe like 2 minutes. I mean this hot flash will last maybe like 15 minutes, and it'll be like I'm in, I don't even know, like the desert or something. It is so hot and I don't know how to deal with it. Like, I hate hot flashes, and whenever I go to bed I get super hot. So that's something else that I noticed that hasn't been happening in the past throughout my pregnancy, except for the first few weeks before I even knew I was pregnant. I got really bad hot flashes, and now all of a sudden they're coming back and hitting me again. So I noticed that that's happening. It's super uncomfortable and I honestly hate it, but you know, there's nothing I can do except turn on a fan or wave my hands or something, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my bump now. So this is my bump from the right side. He is getting super big, and it's so weird because it literally just feels like I was so small the other day. But this is my bump. You can tell. I'll go around one more time. And as you can tell, as I'm turning, like, my belly button, like, especially whenever I go this way, like right here in this light, you can tell that my belly button has definitely popped. So that's my bump. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to add me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I post all the time on all those, and I always talk to you guys, whether you DM me, tweet me back on Twitter, or my Snapchat is on private, so the only time I take that off is if I'm doing like a Snapchat Q&A or something like that. But go ahead and add me on all of those. I post daily on my Snapchat and almost daily on my Instagram and Twitter. So I do go live on Instagram though and talk to you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next video.